Listen, before you watch this video, I need you to like and subscribe, man. The goal is to get as many college coaches to this platform as possible to get these kids scholarships. So in order to do that, I need you to like and subscribe to this video and even share it.
Hey, chill out, man. You got that
Yeah.
purple on, man.
You said what?
Got that purple on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, that's at least my third favorite color. Purple.
Oh,
For
purple?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
How you doing in the morning?
Too, I'm feeling. Went hit the gym this morning, so
Joe, what you
What up,
up?
fellas?
What's up,
yeah.
D?
What up now?
What you work on?
I do a lot of functional type moving. I don't be going in there lifting heavy shit. I think the most I lift is like 50 pounds. You feel
Yeah.
me? Push ups. I don't be doing no crazy. I just want to feel strong, stay strong as long as I
Yeah,
can.
yeah,
Yeah. Hey, I tell you this all the time. You move really functional. Like the way you
Yeah,
move
that's all
is crazy.
I work on.
Yeah.
Functional
Like
movements.
the older we get, our movements start slowing
But
down,
that
but you still move like
you
you
know why though?
16.
It's just because you stop though.
Yeah.
If you stop doing what you're doing for a period of time,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
now when you get back into it, it's kind of like your body got to adjust to what
Yeah.
it's been doing when it was younger.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I just never stopped working out. Like you know what I'm saying?
AZ, Ed still move like he's 16.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
he be coming out at full speed, 100 miles an hour. Hit you with a tween crawl. Pop, pop. I be like, God damn.
Hey,
Yeah,
how old are you now, Ed?
33.
Oh, hell yeah. You still supposed to be moving like that.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Trey, how old are you?
28.
Oh, man, y'all supposed to still be getting
Hey,
it
man,
in,
get it.
dog.
my back be
Listen,
hurting.
look, he be talking about his back. I be like, bro, you tripping, man? Your
Hey,
back.
but I do a lot, though, so shit, my back be killing me.
Yeah, bro. But that's what I be trying to tell these kids, like, bro, like if you take care of your body, bro,
Yeah, for sure.
your body will do the work for you. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta
Yeah,
take care of it.
I was in my 40s still giving youngsters work, bro, in the pro-ams and
For
all this
real?
in my 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my 40s. Dog, I still give you a 20 ball easy.
That's crazy. That's dope. Like that's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah, yeah,
That's
I
how
yeah.
I'm trying
believe
to
it.
be. Shit, 40
For
still
sure.
moving and grooving a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
When you felt like you slowed down though, for the most part.
I mean, I slowed down because I stopped playing as much
Playing.
as I used to.
Yeah.
I used to play a lot. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I used to just play in all the leagues. And then when I tore my Achilles, that really shut me down. Like
Got you.
I thought I didn't start studying that. It wasn't an age injury; it was a shoe injury. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah. I feel once I found that out, then I got back out there and started hooping again. You know what I'm
What
saying? Yeah.
like the type of shoes you had?
Yeah. I was wearing them KDs, them first KDs, them first real low ones.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
And when I went into the doctor, she said she done had about 7 people before me with the same shoes. Tore their Achilles.
Hey, that Achilles, that's hard to come back from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
hmm
hard to
I knew, but I knew what it was when I did it. I was playing with Kevin Rogers. I was playing with all the youngsters. All of them is way younger than me.
Mm.
I was a spot up corner
Yep.
boy. You know what I'm saying? Knocking
Yep.
that corner
Yep.
three down. Just stretching the floor for them, but they couldn't leave me over there. You know what I'm saying? So they was able to do their thing. But I tried to go to the hole, pushed off. Pow! Heard that little 22 in my
Yeah.
head. When I fell down, I did everybody like this. Come on, hit me up, hit me up, hit me up, hit me up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I already knew what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, that's crazy. I ain't. You know what's crazy is like I had my first pair of KDs. The bottom had popped out or whatever. I said, yeah, I ain't fooling with no KDs no more. Like the bubble.
Yeah.
I think he had a shoe with like a bubble in it.
Uh-huh.
I said, yeah, I ain't fooling with no KDs no more ever again.
Yeah.
I don't fool
But
with
when they
smoke.
first started making them, they was real thin, real shallow.
Yeah, I
Then
don't.
Oh yeah.
they start
Them the
getting
ones I
better.
had. Them the
Yeah.
ones I had. Yeah, them the ones I
They
had. I mean,
was making them
really
for like walking, like trying to make them cool,
yeah.
like the galaxies,
Had
the
the
peanut butter jellies.
had the big Nike check on the top of the toe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had the big
Yeah.
Nike check on the top of the toe. Yeah, uh-huh. They had them in orange. They had them in orange. They had them in blue. They had them in all
Yeah.
kind of colors, boy.
I know I had every pair.
Yeah.
I collected KDs at one point for sure.
I was talking
Yeah.
about the one that had the. It was a strap, right? It had the
Man,
strap.
No, not
they
the
had
strap.
nah
Before
nah
the strap.
Oh,
Before the
before the
strap.
strap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before the
Oh,
They
strap.
had
they had the shoelaces kind of sideways on the shoe.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
They
yeah,
had
yeah,
they
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Them had some
yeah.
colorways, boy.
Yeah, they had Galaxies.
yeah.
I remember they had one called the Peanut Butter and Jellies.
Yeah,
Yep,
Hey, what? I had every pair. Every
yeah.
pair.
yep.
But yeah, bro. That's why I just like going to the gym, staying working out, bro. I love the game, but you could tell like people that just love the game, love to work on their body, bro. They still out there just getting it, having fun, bro. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
so uh so speaking of that, kind of go into what we talking about, just the benefits of playing like multiple sports. Like I feel like growing up, like I played football, ran track, and I played basketball. I ain't fool with no baseball, nothing like that. But I always did like recreational type stuff, like badminton. Like I was just competitor. Like I was competing everything. So I feel like those everything that I did, like it helped me like on the basketball court. So I feel like basketball is like one of the hardest sports to learn. You know what I'm saying? Because you got so many different moving pieces that you got to decide on. You got to make reads. You got to decide when to dribble, when to shoot. So you got to have all these skills
Hmm.
in one to be able to make a right decision. So I feel like football help you with like toughness, grit. I feel like track help you with your explosiveness and stuff like that. As far as like football too as well. Uh, but yeah, how y'all feel about playing like multiple sports?
I think
Yeah, I'm.
I think it's important, man. I never did my kids like how I see kids getting done now. Like Zay played soccer, she played basketball, she played volleyball, she ran track. You know, I think all the way up through junior high, kids should experience
Mm-hmm.
all, you know, the seasonal changes. See, now it's not a seasonal change anymore. Everything is played year round. Back when my kids was coming up, I saw some people doing some year round stuff, but I was like, nah, hell nah. They were like, Z, we playing this tournament. I said, nah, we got a soccer game this Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
man. We playing soccer now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and so, and I seen how happy my kids were with the season and change.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would look forward to like, I'm
Yep.
finna get to see these set of friends now because we're gonna be at practice, we're gonna be messing around on Saturdays, tournaments and stuff like that. So I just think growing up as a youngster, just going into one sport year round, you know, I mean, you're seeing everybody talk about it now, the burnout as they get
Mm-hmm.
older, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but just the climate change, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you know, just and then seeing what they're gonna be really good at. Like you get a chance every year, you get to see I got to see Zay, she was special at soccer. You know, her high school, Duncanville High School was mad that she didn't play soccer.
For real?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she was cold at soccer. You know, Lil Z was cold at soccer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was cold at football. You know, he fractured his wrist, and that took football away from him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you know, but I just think the seasonal change. I always saw my kids be happy about
Mm-hmm.
going into a new season. Now, only thing I did with them was while they were playing soccer, they still trained in basketball.
Got you.
That's the only thing I did. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. I made sure they were at training. I found them a team that made sure they didn't practice on Monday and Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
I've been training on Monday and Wednesdays forever and a day. So when they signed up, hey, what days y'all practice, Doc? Oh, well, we'll practice on Tuesday and Thursday. Oh, bet we here. We're here. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care about how good the team was. I didn't care about none
Right.
of that.
You just
I
want
just
to.
wanted them to be able to experience another sport and see if they were good at it. That's just my take on it.
Yeah,
Got
now
you.
I agree. A lot of kids specialize. Well, it got its pros and cons. But it do like you said, football. I love football because when I was coming up, back in the day, they used to be like, you gonna play all these sports until you get to high school, and whatever you the best
Yep.
at, that's what you gonna do.
Yeah.
So I
Yep.
know a lot of people like even me. I love basketball, but all my scholarships came from football. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I know a lot of people who was good at football, but they was like, nah, you got the scholarship in basketball. You gotta go do basketball.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I know like a lot of kids. That's why I say I got mixed feelings because a lot of kids are specializing in these sports early, making them really, really good early. So I don't know like the back end effect on that, but like Z said, it could be burnout. Um, but some kids are specializing in sports early and like, hey, we're gonna go basketball, basketball, basketball. But then I know as being like a trainer, the movements. I never want to do the same movements over
Mm-hmm.
and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of wear and tear. So you go to volleyball, it's a whole different muscle group. You
Yep.
start boxing,
Yeah.
that's a lot of back work, a lot of ab work. The stance is different. The everything you do in boxing is opposite of what you do in basketball. Your
Mm-hmm.
weaknesses in boxing becomes your strength. Let's
Yeah.
say you a right-handed basketball player, and boxing you jabbing with that left, so you throwing more left hand. You using your
Mm-hmm.
left 80% of the time more than you using your dominant hand. So I always say like different sports specialize in different muscles too. So I will always tell kids to go play at least 2 to 3 sports: baseball, soccer, swim. Go do something. Go do stuff that you would never think you would do,
Do
and
yeah.
you will love it. That's my take on it. Like, don't go play multiple sports for sure. Then by 8th grade, 9th grade,
Yeah,
you
there you go.
know you
There you,
know which one you want to do
Yeah.
it, and then because we had a
Yeah.
kid. This is my last thing. We had a kid. His name was Katie Kennan. He went All American. He went to the bowl games. He ended up getting drafted to the NFL. He played football his whole life, basketball his whole life, super
Mm-hmm.
athlete. By the time we got to high school, he didn't play basketball his freshman year. He didn't play his sophomore year. But he became All American by the time his sophomore year. He became the #1 receiver in the country by the time his sophomore year. So his junior year, he came back and played basketball, and his senior year, he came back and played basketball. But it wasn't for no scholarship. It was like, all right, y'all my homeboys.
Yeah.
We gonna finish this off
Yeah.
together.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
But
yeah,
he's
yeah.
always telling us, hey, I don't need this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an All-American over here.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So he
Yeah.
was for
Yeah.
fun. So yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
Now I
yeah.
definitely, like I said, I mean, being from the country, like I feel like I don't know, I think I had said it on live while I was talking to somebody. I was just saying like being from the country, like you an athlete, they force you pretty much to do everything. They want you to do everything. I think it was on the last live,
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
It was on
yeah,
the last
yeah,
live. I was saying like my daughter, like she's an athlete. Like, you know what I'm saying? They want her to get in the 100 or 200. They want her to play basketball. They want her to do this, do that. I'm like, nah, like, so it is a certain balance of like parenting where you got to be like, yo, we ain't doing all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You already got all this stuff. And it ain't even like the money aspect of it, like paying for it. It's just like the wear and tear on your body. Like, I'm
yeah.
looking for
Mhm.
long term goal. I want you to be able to walk when you get older.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
I don't want you to be going through aches and pains.
Hmm.
And then now you looking back at me as a parent, it's like, well, dang, daddy, you made me do all these sports. You made me play all these sports. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
think it is a fine balance, and you got to find your balance within that.
Yeah, I believe if you strategic, you can really plan it out. Like you said, at a young age, I'll probably have my kids playing soccer. I'll put them in
Hmm.
basketball. But at a young age, we doing skills a
Yeah, I
lot.
still kept,
I'm
Yeah,
working on your
yeah,
skills.
yeah,
I
I
wouldn't even
still
put you
kept
in no
them,
game early.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was important to both of their developments is that we just didn't go away from basketball, all the way. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Like they just weren't playing no games. They just trained. And they
Mm-hmm.
would be playing soccer or they'd be playing football. You know what I'm saying? Like they would just train. They knew
Mm-hmm.
I got an hour of training on Monday, Wednesdays. You know what I'm saying? Just to stay tuned, stay fine tuned, still keep growing in basketball. And it always, when we come back around to basketball rec season, they would be just head over heels. You just standing out, 8 and under. They just like everybody like, God damn, that nigga 8. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? They were, she ain't no 8, man. Hell no. She throughout all the sports. I'm a basketball guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a basketball guy. So I'm gonna make sure my kids we're gonna be all right in basketball. If they wanted to specialize in volleyball, I would have found them a volleyball trainer. If they want to specialize
Mm-hmm.
in football, I would have found them a football trainer. Now that's another topic. I think parents try to do every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
I want the best for my kids and whatever they want to do. So I'm gonna find that person that's the best. If he or she the best, I'm going with them in something that I'm not affiliated with. I don't try to do personal training with my kids. I ain't never tried to do that. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like I go find that guy, that's strength and conditioning guy that's cold at that, that's certified at it and understand the body and all that. I'm not. I know how to go work
Right.
out.
Right.
But I don't specialize in that. And I think a lot of people get caught off in what they don't specialize in. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like they try to still do this with their kid, do that with their kid, do that with their kid. Man, sometimes you gotta take your hands off. You gotta take your hands off and say, baby, I got somebody for you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I got somebody for you to help you with this. But
But even
that's another
then,
time.
I always say this, like, let's say I bring my kids to UZ
Uh-huh.
and you a skill. I can watch it, and then if you really want to work and spend them time with your baby, I'm gonna do everything you made that baby do,
Yeah.
and we just gonna do it over and over
But
and
yeah,
over.
My best
I'm not about like if you
kid.
my trainer, I'm not about to go. All right, Z taught you this way, then all right, I'm about to come back here and try to teach you this way. So now you go back to Z, he got to go teach you something way different because you keep working on something different.
My best clients and kids parents send me videos of exactly what I just did the night before. They go in their driveway or they go to the gym and they do those same drills over and over again. And those kids grow so much faster. They grow so much faster than the kids that don't do it. Like the kids that just wait on Monday and then they train on Monday. Then Tuesday they didn't do nothing. And then Wednesday they come back, do Wednesday. And then they don't do nothing Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And they come back again on Monday. Hadn't done nothing. But those kids in between those days that are doing those things and reiterating what I just went over, like Mama recorded. Coach, where can I get them cones at? I know the parents are serious about this stuff because they be asking, Coach, where can I get a pad at? Where can I get this at a Walmart? Cost this, cost that. You can tell the parents that are invested in their kids and the ones that not. The
right,
ones that sit in the car. The ones that sit in the car don't never come in. I'm
bro,
like, dang,
bro,
bro, I ain't never seen that, bro. I'm like, I want to see what my kids doing.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be a part of what they doing. I want to see if they growing. If you've been coming to me 2 months and you done sat in the car all 2 months, you don't even know.
fact,
You don't even know. You don't even
yeah,
know how good your kid has come in 2 months.
yeah.
You know what
Hey,
I'm saying? So
can I
it's
can
a
I
lot of
expand
moving,
on that?
it's a lot of moving parts, man. It's a lot of moving parts to this
Hey,
thing, man. Go ahead, boy.
even the one that like let's say they sitting in the car and you done gave some gems. You know the kid can't understand what you saying.
Yep.
Yeah,
The parents supposed to be up there understanding what you're saying. Then they supposed to go back and preach it back to their kids.
yeah,
So if you talking about, hey, I need y'all to go run a mile. I need you to drink a gallon of water. I need you to do this on your own. The kids looking at you like the young kids,
Yeah.
at least the young kids. They
They
looking
finna
at
go
you like,
home and
yes,
play
sir.
that game.
Hey,
yeah.
but they don't even know what they talking about. What the
No,
parents should
no.
be in there like, all right, Z said you need to do this. Get your ass up and go do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so I want to piggyback off what you said. I want to kind of play devil advocate with you with the parent wanting to do everything. I feel like it starts with the parent though. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent,
Yeah.
like when you're younger, it takes that parent going out there, even if you kind of don't know what you're doing. Maybe you seen some stuff on YouTube. You ask the homie or something like that's in the field. Hey, what can I do with my kid? I don't want to bring them to you right now. I know they probably ain't ready, but you got to start somewhere. I feel like it starts with the parent
Oh,
before you can
I
take
mean,
them to the
yeah,
trainer, even if you
I'm
don't know
not,
nothing about the sport.
I'm not disagreeing with getting in the backyard and starting to play
Yeah,
catch. You know
yeah,
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Stuff like that. Now you're supposed to do that as a parent. Like I started my kids early, throwing the ball, throwing the football. We were throwing the football in the backyard. They could throw a football like a boy. You know what I'm saying? We started throwing the football. Doing things early with the motor skills. I got videos of my kids when they were little. Yes, that's important for a parent to do. But I was talking about
yeah.
specializing into something.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a totally different
Yeah,
ball
yeah,
game.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's a different spectrum. I'm talking about, when I see my kid need to get, stronger and
Okay,
develop more.
okay,
Yeah, I'm talking about that. I ain't talking about, just playing in the backyard or go out in
okay.
the driveway. Hey, baby, hold your hand like this and try to shoot. Yeah, you're supposed to do stuff like that as a parent. You got to be invested in
Got you.
and
But I
teach them
feel
and get their interest.
got you. But I feel like parents, because Trey trained a train a bunch of young babies, and I guarantee that's the only type of training that they get for the most part. Like no knock on Trey getting, you know what I'm saying, he getting paid or whatever to do that, but like I'm saying like the parents need to be going back to what Trey said, taking those 5, 6, 7-year-old kids back to the crib,
But
saying,
but
"Hey, do
that's
this, do
but
that."
but this what I'm saying. This why I keep trying. I keep saying this week in and week out, and I don't think everybody understand it. Man, I start understanding this because my mentor started telling me, and he was telling you this too, Ed, the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is not here for that. Some of this is a babysitting. Some of it is I just want my kids active. Like my little Indian kids, they not
Yeah,
trying to go to college. They're not even trying to play high school basketball.
Right.
This is a class for them. This is not
yeah,
no training session. This is
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
class. Hey, I'm going to basketball class. So I'm learning how to play. Like we saying, they learning basketball because they learning it for something different. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They learning how to fight adversity. They
Yeah,
learning how to work hard. They learning how to do different skills. They not trying to specialize in basketball.
yeah,
So some parents is okay. Like I always say, if you don't want it like that,
Yeah.
Yeah,
these rules don't apply to you.
yeah.
But it's
Mm.
for the ones who say they really, really, truly want it. Then if you're not doing this and you say you truly want it, then you wasting your time. But a lot
I
of
got
parents know, hey, my baby ain't going to no
yeah,
NBA, not going to no
yeah.
D1.
So how do you approach those kids mixed in with those kids that really want that? Because I feel like that's a whole different
So you
mentality.
gonna be
Because I kind of
able to, again, Ed, you're gonna be able to tell who want it
Yeah.
and the ones that just there for. I get phone calls and text messages all the time. Coach, I'm just signing him up because he have a behavior problem.
Yeah.
I need him with you. I need him to understand structure, discipline. I got parents that do all that stuff all the time. I got babies just like Trey do. I got little babies that come in and get a red every
Yeah.
day. And by the time they go back to school, after I done had them for a couple of months, they be text, Coach, you back on track now, baby. You back on
Yeah,
track
yeah,
now.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because,
Yeah.
yeah. So some parents, like he's saying, some parents don't do this for their baby to be, a D1, NBA or NFL or whatever it might be. This just for discipline. They might be a single parent that's struggling with, discipline their child,
yeah.
or they don't know how to
Mhm.
discipline their child. They don't even understand how to, get their child back on track. You know what I'm saying? So sports, I always tell kids all the time, sports are meant for life lessons.
Right.
Right.
That's all it's meant for, man.
Right.
Everybody not for the percentage of you making to be a pro is so low, man.
Right.
So sports are for you to get up in the morning and be able to go perform a job. You know what I'm saying? Be able to, be counterproductive. Better deal with a boss that's on your ass, just like a coach was on your ass.
Right.
Mm.
Better. They all go hand in hand. You know
And
what I'm saying? So,
Right.
speaking
I
on
just
that,
think, yeah, go
like,
ahead, buddy.
like
Go ahead.
even like your voice is like real big. Like, and this is what my OG was telling me. He was like, some people come for your voice. Some people come for that. How you doing today?
Yeah,
Some people come for, hey, Coach Z about to make me feel good today,
yeah,
or Coach Z about to motivate me today. So you still got to keep all that in perspective as well.
yeah,
They might
Mm.
not even come for the basketball skills. They
yeah,
might be come for the authority Coach Z is bringing. They might be coming for the correction. They might be coming for the, hey, do better. And the kids jumping.
yeah,
And the parents see it like, okay, something can get his
Mm.
attention. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? And
yeah,
keep his
yeah, yeah.
attention. So it's a lot of stuff playing effect in that as well.
I had
It's like you hear Z voice, you can tell a lot of kids gonna gravitate towards that, respect it, because he got that authority in his voice. So a
Mm.
lot
yeah,
of parents be like, yeah, anytime cause you done heard it, Z. Man, my
yeah,
baby, when he at home, he don't ever listen to me. But when he with you, he don't ever turn his
yeah,
head,
yeah,
straight
yeah,
eye contact.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
and that's what they calling it. That's a what's the word now? Dopamine. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
the parents see that and be like, oh, I know when you mess up, I know where I need to take you. You know what
yeah,
I'm
Mm.
saying? Yeah.
yeah. And I had a kid the other night do his daddy like this.
Mm.
5 years old. 5 years old. The daddy was like, "Come on, man, come on." He was waving him off. I let him do it the first time. Then his daddy said something else. He waved him off. Man, I went and grabbed his arm, man. I say, "Man, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
That's your daddy, man. All he doing is encouraging you." He said, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir." Got in that drill. He ain't wave his hand no more that night. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He ain't wave his hand no more that night. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Bro, at
saying?
five
So,
years old is
yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah. But see that starts early.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah.
That's why, I was a kindergarten PA, a part paraprofessional, man. So I used to be in the room with kindergarten. So people don't understand. They want you to talk to them. They want you to correct them. Them kids longing for that attention, bro.
Hmm.
They don't want you not to say nothing to them. They want you to say
Yeah.
something to them. And I think we're going backwards with what we witnessing right now with parenting. They think they're gonna lose their kid if they say something to
Yeah.
them. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you're not gonna lose your kid. Your kid gonna gain respect for you.
Facts.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That you correcting them and on them about, even if it's just making up your bed, if it's just taking out the trash,
Yeah.
if it's just why you leaving dishes in there. Because I know kids not doing the chores that I did. Like,
Mm-hmm.
man, if them chores didn't get done, bro, my daddy was, boy, it was gonna be one.
It was
Right.
It was
up.
gonna be one
Right.
of them.
It
Yeah,
was
it was gonna be one
Right.
of them. You know what I'm saying? So, just putting some type of discipline and structure in place for kids starting early, it will carry them a long, long way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Cause
think
like my
go ahead.
bad, but
Go
like
ahead,
like
brother.
Z, cause you understand it, like, cause I'm understanding it now as I'm getting older. Like you can change a kid life just by, like you just said, hey man, if you want to get better, make your bed early in the
Yeah.
morning. And then the parent come back and like, man, I don't know what you said to him, but he started making his bed every morning.
Yeah,
Or you
yeah,
can say, hey, if you want to get better, spend 30 minutes in that kitchen. And we used to call it lab work because we don't gotta go. So we just somewhere putting in work with our handles. Go in there and get in the lab and work on your handles. And I get a parent text me, they be like, man, my baby woke up early in the morning talking about she in the lab. And I didn't know what the lab was, but she in there doing handles. And I'm like, yeah, but whatever we seeing, because the parents can say it all day. Go in there and
Yeah.
work on your handles. And what you
yeah,
say, Z, they going,
yeah,
man, get out of here.
yeah,
If
yeah,
we
yeah,
don't say it, they be
yeah,
like, shit, Coach Trey said go work on my handles, so I got to go work on my
yeah,
handles. So they
Mm.
respect our word really, really high, too.
yeah,
And I think it's just like I think I was telling Trey this. I'm like, bro, the most genuine people on earth is a kid spirit,
yeah,
bro. And the kid
yeah,
spirit know like if you bullshitting them or
yeah,
not. They know if you care.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like the kid know, I don't
yeah.
care how old, if they in high school, 17, 18, 16, all the way down, bro. They know if you messing with them or not, if you
Yeah.
really for them or not. Like they can sense it. Cause they won't gravitate to you.
Greatest,
If they
greatest.
gravitate to you, then you know, okay, they feeling you, like they understanding you. Like you know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
see
Even when
that?
I go play in the college runs with the kids, like these kids about to go off to college. But I be talking noise, you know how I be talking noise. But as soon as I walk in the door, like, hey, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? They'll come hug me. And you know what I'm saying? Like right before they leave, they be like, all right, bro, I'll see you soon. You know what I'm saying? Like you could just tell in their spirit, like, bro, they really mess with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
That comment above Lefty's comment right there. You see it? The comment
the
that's above Lefty's comment.
Connect.
Brittany one.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
It's a connect before you correct. Shout out to Coach Z because I witnessed him connect with his players that make it easier for him to correct. Then she said, the ones who want it, can address them or correct them on a different manner than the ones that's just be there.
yep,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And like the connection part, like just walking in the gym, them kids they just light up when they see me walking in with my bags and coming in.
Mm-hmm.
The little ones go grab your leg, hey, Coach Z, hey, Coach Z. They just excited to see you, you know what I'm saying? Because they know, like Trey said, you do
Yeah.
care. You do care. And, like, that's big, bro. Like, if I just walk in the gym and the coach just say, get on the line, and the nigga ain't say, hey, messing with you, ain't, and,
Mm-hmm.
I done witnessed both sides of it where I'm like, damn, when my daughter first started playing, I was going to be the typical pro dad to sit in the stands. That's what
Yeah.
I plan on doing. I'm going to sit in these stands, watch Zay practice, and then practice a week. Hey, baby, want a snow cone? Let's go get a snow cone. I was going to be that dad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then I saw that coach walk in
No,
that
you wouldn't.
gym
No,
and
you
didn't know.
wasn't.
No, you wouldn't.
And then, no, I'm saying I wasn't coaching before then.
Oh, yeah?
I was playing. I was playing
Oh,
ball. You
okay.
Oh,
know what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay.
I was, yeah. So I wasn't doing no training and coaching. I trained my daughter, but I wasn't training other kids.
Right, right.
So I was just signing her up, And I saw them girls flipping and doing cartwheels and shit during practice. Man, I ran to my truck, boy. I got my whistle out. I came back in that same damn practice, blew my whistle. The coach looked at me like, damn, what's going on? I just took over the team, dog. I just took over the team, man.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, my baby ain't finna be a part of no shit like this. This some clown shit. You know what I'm saying? So then I took over the team, and man, them girls got so good, man. We started, just waxing motherfuckers around here. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So, I kept them together. I just kept them together. And we went from basketball together. We went to soccer together. I coached soccer. Now, I was a hell of a soccer player, but I had never coached it, but I got in it. Like
Mm-hmm.
Ed just said,
Yeah.
I played the sport. I was really good at it. But once I started getting over and coaching, I got good at that
Right,
too.
right,
We
right.
went from rec to select. Nigga, that's how good I got them.
On soccer?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang. What?
Yeah. We were
Listen,
one of the only little
you over
we
there with
the,
them
we,
folks, boy?
we one of them only little black soccer
Yeah.
teams that was out there with with them other folks. You know what I'm saying? So soon they saw us, when they saw us, they think they finna beat our head in. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, God, we finna kill him. Nah, it was the opposite. I
Mm-hmm.
had the speed, I had the grit, I had it all. My back line, man, they'll kill you trying to get a goal. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I tell people all the time, I ventured off into stuff like that because I knew my daughter enjoyed it and I had some type of expertise because I played it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it'd have been opposite if I hadn't played it. And I'm trying to cross over into something that I ain't never ventured off into. I don't think it'd be the same type of what we got out of that. It wouldn't have worked the same. Me not knowing what the hell I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why I was saying earlier. Some people go into so many things not realizing, they don't know what they're doing. They don't even know what they're doing in that spectrum of whatever they're trying to do. And you gotta respect the game. I don't ever want my kids to get the second tier of something when they got the opportunity to get the first tier.
Right.
So,
You feel what I'm saying?
hey,
Like, that's unfair to them. That's unfair to them.
so I'm thinking as you're talking. So this
Me
a
too,
question.
Doug.
Yeah, because it's a coach's question. Because they asked us about preachers, because preachers go to school, and then some preachers was called for this.
Yeah.
Do you think coaching is a calling, or do you think you can develop and self improve yourself to become a better coach? Because I believe I didn't want to coach at all.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you that right now. I didn't want to coach at all, and when I first started, I didn't have the same understanding or wisdom as I now. But now that I go and kids walk in, at first I was a coach to be like, man, I'm not about to really be, how was your day? What you doing today? Doing this. Like, bro, we coming in here, we get straight to work, grind, 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 grind. But now I'm, hey, how you doing? Or like every time a kid walk in, I'm Rowan or Ari, I'm shouting their name. How you doing today? And I could be across the court, and I'm making sure every time a kid walk in, I see you coming in. I'm gonna acknowledge you. I'm doing this. So I got a text literally Monday right after camp. Little girl come in. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Boom, boom. The girl get a smile on her face. The mama peeping from a distance. She texts me right after. I'm just so happy that you greeted her. She really needed that. Like when you do that, it just makes her day so much better. So I'm like, dang, why wasn't I doing that when I first started? But I'm
You
growing
learning.
into
Yeah.
this person I'm in.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? Like, do you think a coach is a calling and then you start self improving and getting better? Because a lot of
Yeah.
people, like
I
I
do.
think Lefty said, a lot of people don't know how to engage that.
I do think coaching is a calling. I do think sometimes it
You got
not sometimes
whole
it is a
five. She
calling.
gonna play right
Coaching
now.
is a calling, but you do grow as a coach as well. Like the best coaches go back to where they started at, and then they go back and see the things they improved in. Like if it was like if it's subbing, like at first you were terrible at subbing. You didn't know how to sub real good. Or if it's like the relationship part, building relationships and establishing kids' relationships that the ones that play all the time and the ones that don't play all the time. Like, like I think I see that a lot now, that kids that sit on the bench, they're not as engaged with their coach as the ones that play all the time. That's a key. Like those bench players need to have that same relationship with their coach as well.
Right.
Like they need to be like, laughing and be able to play with him as well, because if they feel like the only ones that he engaged with is the ones that's getting it done out there on the court, then you're gonna lose them. Like they don't have, they're not really engaged with what's going on.
Right.
And the thing about coaching is it really is like fatherhood. Like and a female coach is like motherhood.
Right.
You're nurturing to the kids. Like you're giving them, and you don't coach each kid the same.
Right.
I don't think coaches understand that. Like if I know little Johnny can't take me, Coach Z, overbearing self, I gotta figure out another.
Listen, man, do you need college coaches on you early, late? It doesn't matter. I'm Coming University got everything for you. Posted twice a month, 16 plus thousand followers, 450 plus coaches every month. And we just dropped the app. I'm Coming University got its own app, own platform where we got every access to every coach in America, D1, D2, NAIA, JUCO. It don't matter what level you want to go to and what level are you good enough for at the end of the day. Book a call in the description and let's get you seen and let's get you
Another way, because he gonna shut down. You know what I'm saying? But if Roscoe could take me doing that, and that push Roscoe buttons and make him just go ham out there, then Roscoe still get that. And then you got to explain to Roscoe why I'm like this with him,
Mm-hmm.
and then explain to little Johnny why I'm like that with him. I notice you shut down on me, man, when I get on you real hard. So I'm trying to approach you a different way. Like, people don't understand, like, you can't coach all kids the same, man. All kids not coming from the same house. I know what kids I can do that to, because I can tell how their mom and daddy walk them in the gym, push them back to the back of the head. Get on over there. Hurry up.
Yeah.
You late. You running late. Get these. You can tell they get it at home. Then you can tell the ones that come in, the mama tied his shoes up, and then daddy got the backpack on his shoulder, and kid don't even carry their own stuff in. I got to baby them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because they getting babied at home. You know what I'm saying? So it's really important for a coach to pay attention to what his kids and how his kids are moving as well.
Got you. Hold on, Craig, before you ask that question. I want y'all to answer this question from Brittany. She said, question for y'all coaches, how do you advise a parent that this sport may not be for their kid, that they may be trying to force them to play and be good at? I think I read that right. I can't.
Tell Trey he's mute. Tell Trey he's mute. You muted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say that all the time. Like the kids show you what they good at. Like some kids show interest in sports, but some kids show interest in drawing. Some
Mm-hmm.
kids show interest in baking. Some kids show interest in cooking. Like they tell you what they love to do, what they
Yeah.
really want to do. Go do that. Like if your kid ain't never picked up a basketball and started dribbling on their own, then they don't really have an interest for it. You know what I'm saying? Or if
Mm-hmm.
they not saying, hey, I want to play that, or I want to do that, I want to do that, and you forcing them to play, then don't do it. You can learn. You can go play a different sport. It don't have to be basketball. Or you can go learn structure and discipline and other
Right.
things. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't have to be football. It don't have to be basketball. It don't have to be soccer. It's so much other stuff you can put these kids in where they'll learn the same stuff, go through the same stuff, workouts, everything like that. So
Yeah, I
you
had
just
a
gotta figure out what your kid loves.
yeah, I had a kid that had a real bad temper, and I told his dad to go put him in karate to to
Right.
to to harness that temper. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And his dad did, and then he brought him back. He was like, "Z, totally different now, man. He's able to think things through without like going to 10 like he used to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so, that's important as a coach too, is to lead people to the water. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
if you in there for just solely yourself, and like I just can't rob people, bro. I've been doing this so long. It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I don't see how people can do it. I don't feel good at
Yeah.
night. I can't rob nobody,
Yeah.
bro. I can't.
Boy, I
Like
tell my client
I
all the time, boy, I be like, listen, man. In front of their parents, I'd be like, yo, you tell your daddy keep your money. Like in front of
yeah.
them, like in front of the parents and everything,
I've
bro.
been doing.
Cause I
I've
love the
been.
game way too much, bro. Cause
Yeah.
you gonna piss me off
Yeah. Yeah.
because I love the
Yeah.
game. And you frustrate me because you going 20%.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't wanna be around you.
Yeah.
I don't wanna be around 50% people
Yeah.
that I don't wanna be around you.
Yeah.
I
Like
love you, but
so
I don't wanna be
I
around
have
you. That just is what it
gave
is.
I have gave parents their money back and pushed the little kid over there to mama. Hey, y'all gonna find y'all something else, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with because I don't care about you not being good. I care
Yeah.
about how hard you working.
Yep.
So if you're gonna go in there and be shrugging your shoulders and damn near walking through my drills and I'm on your ass about it and you ain't correcting it, then you looking at mama and she don't care, she ain't saying nothing, nah, both of y'all can go. I see y'all. Here you go. Here you go. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, here you go. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, I want people to understand I don't care about the skill level. Cause I got kids that come, like last night I had kids in there that they struggle. They struggle, but they struggle going hard.
Right.
They struggle going hard. If they kicked the ball, they ran, they got that ball, they got back in that line. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got no problem with that because I know they're gonna grow.
Yeah.
I know they're gonna grow. But the ones that I gotta damn near pull teeth trying to get them to do stuff, no, this ain't for you.
Right.
This ain't for you, and it's okay. It's
Right.
okay. Maybe some other sport might be for
Right.
them.
And
Yeah,
I got a girl like gotta lose weight. Z, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
yeah,
Yeah, you do
Mm-hmm.
too. She come out to train with you. The daddy will call you, uh, and she can't run right now for a lot, but she want it and she tried. And so I like to dictate like the ones who just don't want to try and the ones who's lazy right now. Because you got
yeah,
some kids who lazy, but they want to do it. But right now, them habits, them habits or what they never done it
Mm-hmm.
like this before. So it's hard for them. So I'll be like, all right, is this person lazy or this person just don't want it? Now, if they lazy, I can actually work with lazy. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because you can
Yeah.
change that lazy to a motor.
Uh-huh.
But if you just don't want to do it at
Yeah.
all,
Yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, you know
So
what I'm saying?
how do
Yeah.
you define that though? Because I feel like lazy is it's a part of you that don't want to
No,
do it.
no, because
Well,
okay, I.
lazy to me, lazy gonna show by the facial expressions.
Mhm. But even
Like,
then, it's like if I put you on this line and make you do sprints, I get lazy. But if I put you in this drill and you go hard in these drills, it's like, all right, you got a passion for it, but you lazy and running. You know what I'm saying? Or if I put you on defense and you lazy on defense, but I put you, and then it's a fast break, but you sprint down and going on fast break. So you got some type of interest in this sport, right?
yeah,
So now let me take this and let me show you the different way, and let me show you, all right, let's not be lazy on defense. We're about to bust
lazy.
your ass. Same
Yeah.
girl I'm talking about was lazy when she got to me. And you verify with the dad. Now, everybody, oh my God, her defense is on point. Man, I came to you for that agility. Now her defense, she love playing. She playing the games with me. She diving on floors. Everybody turned up on her. She playing. She used to want, lazy is, I'm gonna get at the back of this press, this
Yeah.
trap, and I'm gonna be chilling.
Yeah.
It's now I be like, get back. She trying to get up. She trying to play her man.
Mm-hmm.
She trying to play her man 94 feet every single time. Every time it's a rebound, she going to go get. She trying to go get every rebound. But when she first got to me, the rebound she was tired. So when them shots go up, she looking. You know what I'm saying? But I seen it in her. She went to your camp, and I said, "Ooh, that baby gonna be nice one day." And
Right.
y'all was like, "Oh, I don't know." I'm like, "Bro, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, she
Yeah.
gonna be nice one day." And then she came to me, and she worked with Z, and you can see her game. She was in her bag last week. But at one point she was late. She didn't want to run. She didn't want to jump. She didn't want to do this. That training, that workout, that consistency. She ain't lazy no more. Like we
Let me
running
tell you.
sprints, she running.
Let, let me expand on that, Trey. I tell people all the time. Once a kid starts seeing results and
Yeah.
starts seeing themselves get
Yeah.
better,
Mm-hmm.
that laziness goes away
Yeah.
because they see now
Mm-hmm.
this gonna be worth it. Now, kids gonna stay like that if they don't see nothing changing.
Yeah,
But
They gonna stay like that. They
so
gonna
I want
stay
to go
go.
back. So I go
Yeah.
back to that question with Brittany though. Like, do you force the kid to do that until they see
but I
results?
think she also said they didn't want to be there. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, she was like,
If
something
they
like,
don't if they don't want to be there, then that's a whole different ball game. That's like hard for a coach to deal with.
Yeah.
Somebody that don't want to be there. Do you know how hard you gonna have to scream and holler at them? And then like I got parents. I'm on a different side of town than y'all. I got parents that just get their kids out of line and take them to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I got parents that do the stuff like that.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
like they just come here, and you talk too much, talk, chop, but I got parents like that, bro. You can see the belt hanging out the
Yeah.
purse.
yeah,
I got parents.
Yeah.
I got parents like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I know y'all don't experience nothing like I experienced as a coach. You know what I'm saying? Like on the south side of
Yeah.
town. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
so
I
I
got,
have
I
to.
got, I got parents like that. I got one like that. Like
Okay,
he,
yeah, but
he be wanting,
I
to,
got
he
a
be wanting to whoop
bunch.
his daughter in the middle of practice.
Yeah, I got a
Can I beat
bunch.
her?
Yeah, yeah, I got a whole
Yeah.
bunch of them. That they don't play them games with their money. That's what they say.
Hmm.
I'm not playing no games with my hard-earned money. You know what I'm saying? So, when you got kids that got them type of parents, it's way easier to deal. To get them to go and do things than it is with kids that have been catered to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They cater to. They don't want for nothing. They got their own bedroom, own bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Mama bringing food to the room. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm in the ISD where that's happening. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And you can see the difference in when I left DeSoto and DeSoto ISD. Them kids hungry over there, bro.
Yeah.
That's why athletics in Dunkerville, DeSoto, City Hill, Lancaster, them kids hungry, bro.
Yeah.
Them kids hungry, Red Oak. Them kids hungry, man. It's some of their only way out, bro. It's the only way they're gonna leave
Yeah,
the house is by getting a scholarship and go play ball. And
yeah,
people don't understand that. when as a kid, you're gonna meet those type of kids, and you're gonna be like, damn, it didn't mean too much to him. It mean too much to her. Why she act like that? You know what I'm saying? Like they don't understand their background. They don't understand. This is the only way I can make it. I was like that. This the only. My daddy told me 18, then you gotta get out. Two niggas don't live in one house. Shit, you know what I'm saying? So I knew when I was 15, I got to make this basketball thing work because I got to go. I got to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just think what Brittany's saying is a lot of kids out here being pushed to do stuff that don't have no work ethic. You know, in nothing.
But do you?
Like they don't.
But do you feel like they gotta? I think they go back to what Trey said. I think the parents gotta start paying more attention to what they do. They find interest in something.
Yeah.
You just gotta pay attention to what it is.
Yeah, and it might not be. It might not. Another topic. It might not be what the parent likes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then you gotta adapt as a parent. Because look, we've been having this conversation all week, and I've been talking about streaming and talking about this. A year ago, I'm like, bro, I ain't finna be on no camera. I ain't finna be like even this, like, bro, because where we come from and when we came from it, the camera wasn't an option. But nowadays, you got kids making $10,000 a month, $100,000 a month just off this camera. Like literally recording and everything. So some kids might hit their parents and be like, hey, I want to be a YouTuber. And the parents like, you ain't finna be no YouTuber. It's like, dude, do you not know? Hey,
Yeah.
change your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That YouTuber can
Yeah.
change your life.
If they showing the passion as well, Trey.
Yeah.
If they showing like they always doing something, they always filming, they always recording. If they showing that, you know what I'm saying? Like just like if a kid always got a piece of paper drawing, everywhere y'all go, he drawing something. He always, you know, it is looking good. He's sketching it. You know, he doing like you gotta horn into stuff like that. You gotta see that kids are, you know, this is a talent. This is a talent that he don't, you know what I'm saying, that he needs to be doing. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, some parents don't. You know, what if mama played volleyball? What does mama want her daughter to do?
Volleyball.
Well, you know, what if daddy played football? What does he want little Leroy to do?
Football.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of that stuff be from what you did. You know what I'm saying? I want to live through my kid. You know what I'm saying? I want to see my kid. You know what I'm saying? Do the things I did, you know. So that's why I was proud of myself because I played football, basketball, soccer all the way up. You know, ran track, I did everything. You know what I'm saying? But when I made it as a professional in basketball, I could have easily been like, no, basketball. But as a father, I let my kids experience other sports to see. You know what I'm saying? They might be.
I think it was because you did that though as a player though.
Yeah, I did.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I did play everything.
You played everything as a player, so you seen the benefits of it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I made it in basketball.
Yeah.
But I did all these things and still made it to the pro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
now
yeah.
it's kind of like, well, shoot, my dad did it. Yeah, I can do it too.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
A lot of parents. Go ahead.
So I was raised by my grandma, right? And I say this a lot. I played basketball because I was real good. Basketball saved I say this a lot. Basketball saved my life 3 times. When I was a kid, when I was in high school, and then when I got out of high school in the adulthood, it changed my life. But my grandma was just like what Z saying, but it was opposite. I had to learn how to fish. I had to learn how to do construction. I heard, bro, I done built a kennel in the backyard, and people were like, damn, how you know how to do all that? I put on my Snapchat where I'm chopping down trees. They be like, how you know how to do all that? Boy, I've been doing this my whole life. You know what I'm saying? How you know how to clean up a whole back? How you know how to do this? I've been working my whole life. I can get it on the car. I know how to do a lot of different stuff. Did I like it when coming up? No, but now that I'm older and I'm getting older, I got so many different skill sets that I can do. And a lot of parents just miss out on that, like a lot of stuff. Like we so focused on sports. And you knew I was raised by my grandma, so she was already 50, 60 years old. You see what I'm saying? So she already knew, oh, now sports not gonna be your route. You know what I'm saying? You gonna go here. So she's always say that. So her mindset of taking me to tutors and taking me to construction classes and taking me to learn how to mow yard. I'm out mowing the yard one day, and then they come out there and say, and they laughing at me. They was like, man, you don't know how to mow no yard. And in my mind, I was like, bro, it mows itself. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
push the mow. And they're like, no, you're supposed to be in a straight line. You
Yeah,
don't go up, and then you don't go
yeah,
sideways. And then
yeah,
it's straight. You come down, it's one line. So little stuff. But even as a kid, it's like, it was kind of, it wasn't fun, but it kept my mind
Mm-hmm.
processing and entertained. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of kids might like to go fishing, but you ain't never put them in a fishing situation. A
Yeah.
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
kids
yeah.
might like to build birdhouses or tables or do something, but you got this kid in basketball. This kid might be a engineer, but you got this kid trying to play soccer. You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Trey,
saying?
I think they messed up taking wood shop out of schools.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
You know, a
Something like
lot of
that.
stuff.
I think it's the ag class or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Like when we had all that back in the day, man, that was fun,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
That was fun, dog. You know
Building
what I'm saying?
tables,
Like,
That's the
houses and
classes
shit.
you look forward
Yeah.
to.
yeah, yeah.
The
You know,
tables, houses. Man, I mean, we built our first house, and they was like, man, look what y'all did. I'm like, bro, I done built a house, bro. It wasn't by myself, of course, but it's like, bro, we done did this, and we in high
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
school. You know what I'm saying? So you right, taking them class. They used to, but you know what they used to call it? Those Z, they used to call it trade classes.
yeah.
Them cooking
When
Before
they,
you left
classes, them
high
I'm
home
school,
old.
ec.
I'm way older than y'all. It was wood shop.
wood shop.
That's what it was called.
Look,
That's what the class was
home
called.
ec,
Wood
look, home
shop.
ec
Wood
class
shop.
and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
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 When you get
yeah,
the cooking class,
yeah.
boy, I love to eat. I was,
Like
I was in that bud.
2 years ago at my school, they got rid of that class. They damn near burned the upstairs down. Cooking.
yeah,
Yep. We had yeah. So when they don't have it in my school no more. They had cooking class.
Yeah.
Had a whole kitchen, whole couple of ovens, whole couple of everything upstairs. Man, the kids used to go to home ec, and then they be up there. You can smell when the grease be frying. I'm like, they up there making some French fries or
yeah,
something. I can smell it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But yeah, they got rid of that class, man. They got rid of it. And that stuff is important, man. It
Yeah.
really is. It's
Yeah.
important.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I just think a lot of stuff. I just told Ed this yesterday for Vertex. A lot of stuff now, everybody wants to be the first to ever do it. That's like people now, they try to do things so much differently than what we did, but it wasn't nothing wrong with what we did. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But
Yeah.
everybody now wants to invent something new.
Mhm.
You know, Ed had a conversation. I said, you know, people talk about these cones. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you use cones? Why you do this? Why? I said, man, look at it. Cones made me an All-American. Yeah.
yeah,
That's a
yeah,
clip.
Yeah. You know,
yeah,
so you know, I tell people all the time, you know, I'm not fixing nothing that still works. It still works.
yeah,
Yes, you can watch my videos. I do stuff without cones, but them cones made me an All-American. Made my daughter a McDonald's All-American. Have my son right now flourishing in basketball. You know, so I don't want to hear nothing about, you know, what the cones don't do and all that.
hey,
That's for y'all. Y'all stay over there with them cones. But let me tell you this right now, Trey, when I die, throw some cones on my grave.
yeah. Yeah. Hey, but look, Z, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to knock no trainer, right? When I see, I don't want to knock no trainer, but when the ones who not using them or not using props, it's like, all right, yeah, these kids look good, but then you go play those same kids, and like, bro, they not even good. So what training is really like the method of?
Bro, because
So it,
you have to master what I'm telling you against a
good
cone
morning.
in a chair or trash can before you can do it on me
Yeah,
anyways.
Right,
So if you ain't doing
yeah,
that between crossover quick as you can and without messing up, bro, you're not ready for a
right,
body. You're not ready for a body.
right.
yeah. You losing the ball trying to go by a cone, bro. You finna lose that ball going by a body. You're not even gonna get to the
Right.
body. Yeah, you're not gonna even get to the
Oh,
body. You know what I'm saying? But I just like to say stuff like that because I've been in the game so long and I'm seeing everybody trying to say what's right and what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I never get into nobody's training. Like
Right.
I'm never, you know, like, oh no, don't do that, man. I mean, he don't know what he's doing. I don't listen, that's your thing. I stay in my lane in this game. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I stay in my lane. I trust my work. I trust my work. That's what I do. Like when you start second guessing your work because you're watching all these damn different trainers talk about don't do this and don't do that. Man, I'm not hearing all this shit, man.
Yeah.
I know how many kids I done produced and how many kids I done got into college, how many kids I done developed from C team to A team with cones. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, so I ain't trying to hear all that, bro. I ain't trying to hear all that. I'm serious, man. Sometimes you can watch too much, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can watch too much. I tell kids that too. You can scroll too much and see too much, and your brain gets all scattered, and you can't decipher into what you need to be doing. A lot of parents are doing that now. A lot of parents watch too much, and they swear to God that you're not doing what they need to do, or somebody else is doing this and better. That's why you got kids bouncing around everywhere. Everybody's just doing it because they see too much. They won't trust the process. And if you check somebody's resume and like I said, give them some time, newbies. I ain't even talking about, I'm talking about new guys that's getting the game. There's some great new guys in the game. They ain't got a time to produce yet, but they are getting kids better. You know what I'm saying? But guys that got resumes, have been doing it for a while, and they can't tell you what they've done. Like, who they helped or who you got better than shit. You already got your answer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got your answer. But man, yeah, man, it's a trip out here now, man. That's why I say I try to tell my parents to just take in a little bit. Don't take in, because you can go through the gram, you can go through Twitter, you can go through Facebook and see too much, man, and it make you think you're not doing enough.
Yeah.
And you just all over the place, man. I'm telling you.
And
I'm telling you.
And I want to talk about that because it's Men's Health Awareness Month or whatever.
Yeah.
But really start like tapping in with the kids, like asking like certain questions, like your home life good, like see if they open up to you. Because like I was talking to a girl before I had left or whatever, and I was just like, I know a little bit about the family situation. I was like, hey, how everything going? She was like, it's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can just tell like. She be coming to the gym, working out, coming to the gym every day. You know what I'm saying? Getting it in. But it's just like taking that time out, you know what I'm saying? Like I ask about basketball first, and I'll be like, how training doing, how things going. But then I ask like, how home life? What's going on? Like your relationship with your mom, pops good? And you know what I'm saying? Like, so when kids start responding like that, I need to start tapping in a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Especially like coaches and trainers, like people that's on the outside. Like if the kid is like really gravitating to you, like start asking those questions, because like these kids out here really struggling, bro. Like they got the Instagram raising them, they got Snapchat raising them. You know what I'm saying? Like Twitter raising them because they seeing so much. TikTok raising them. Like the social media is raising these kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a bad thing.
On that topic, I say, yeah, you got to, but man, I be trying to tell parents, bro, like my job is to develop and coach your daughter. That mental health stuff, that's not my lane. Like, and
you gotta ask those questions.
No, listen.
It makes you a better player.
Listen, because I can ask you how your day is. But when we cross over to that mental health, I'm not no therapist. I'm not no psychologist. If we all are struggling like that, go see a professional help. That's all I gotta say about that, because I can say how your day.
What Kevin Gates say?
What he say?
He said, I looked myself in the mirror. He said, boy, you a big, you a he said like
that's a different but that's a different type of individual. He more crazy than me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking about like that real stuff, because if you see your baby, because you say mental health, if you see your baby's going through that, and like, because I had this conversation with his dad, and he like, and he want to put everything on me. Like, I developed baby, I do this with her, I do this, and now the mental health coming up. Now, what we gonna do, coach? Bro, I'm not a Superman. I'm not a Superman. That is not my field. Like,
I'm not saying like have a full blown conversation about it. I'm just saying like chime in. Like if you know your players, you know all your players that come in. You know if that certain player full of energy, that's always full of energy, and they down, you be like, shit, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the number one thing with me. That's the number one thing with me is I can recognize when my kids are not in the right headspace when they walk in the gym, because of that connection that we have. We play with each other, we score, we joan on each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have a good time. And so when they come in quiet like that, I might dribble the ball over there and say, what's going on? You all right? You good? And then, my mama and me just got into it in the car. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Well, that's gonna continue to happen too. While you grown
Yeah.
too. Shit, that's how I'm an OG. Like, that's what I'm saying. That ain't gonna change. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, little man. What's wrong, little man? I know, he might not say nothing. Then later on, he'll be like, Coach, I'm sorry. I apologize for earlier. I was frustrated. I wanted to wear these shoes. It'd be simple shit. I wanted to wear these shoes, but my daddy made me wear these shoes that I didn't want to wear. Like, boy,
Yeah.
Be fortunate that you got different shoes to wear.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I understand the trade point too as well. Like, I don't want to get off into nothing heavy.
Right.
Yeah,
So like,
for sure.
like if it's something heavy, I don't want to be a part of that because, I'm not no therapist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I'm a coach that love you and care about you, but I'm going to recommend that mom, dad need to get you some help, like as far as that heavy stuff, because you know what you'll do to yourself is you'll burden yourself. That'll burden to be on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you'll be, that's more than you can handle. You're already taking lives in your hands.
Yeah.
You're already trying to keep people happy, keep them successful, get results out of kids. That's a lot in itself right there. So then when you start getting into stuff where, depression, and you start getting into bullying, and you start getting now they can tell me about it, and I'm gonna recommend what y'all need to do as a family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know this is done at the school. Like if they doing this at the school, because that's what came to me. Coach, you in the school, what you do about bullying? I said, well, you need to go to the administration. You know what I'm saying? Like, go. I don't get into nothing else besides that. You know what I'm saying? But I understand your point though, Trey, because that that can be overwhelming, bro.
Yeah,
that can be overwhelming.
Yeah. Like chime in, and like Leroy said, he was like, bro, I helped the mom realize her daughter was severely depressed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because the kid might not go to the parent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you the next option that they'll open up to. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll tell a story to a stranger, something deep that's bothering you. You'll tell a story to a stranger than rather somebody that you really love and care about.
Yeah.
Because you don't. It's a what is it called? I don't know.
But they ain't gonna judge you. They're not gonna judge you.
Yeah. You might not see them no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta see that person that you care about, love every day.
But like I said, like Z said, if a kid come tell me, because I be like, how was your day? And then I got kids who will actually tell you, hey, my day was messed up today. Or whatever, like, oh, boom, they express it. Then, like, if it's like shoes or, oh, my mom pissed me off or my teacher made me mad, I entertain that. Oh, you a class clown. I'll make a joke and we get to laughing about it. But now if you come in here and be like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, man, come on, let me pull you to the side. Hey, probably need to go get a counselor because it's something that's going on. I can't fix it. You can't fix it. Only person qualified to fix it is, like you said, a stranger, a counselor who's qualified to ask these questions, who's qualified to get this information out these kids and stuff. I'm a big advocate for that. Like, if you see your kids depressed or anything not engaged and stuff, go see a counselor. Sometimes the parents are the problem.
Yeah.
Sometimes the parents are the problem, so they don't even see the kids being depressed or whatever because they be like, oh, that's just what it is.
That
But they get depressed when they already.
Have you ever had the best socks in the world? Nope, you ain't. You don't know why you lying like that. Listen, ASG socks is the best socks in the world. Comfortable, snug fit, and you don't need to double sock them. Listen, the socks that the pros wear, these are ASG socks. Listen, man. Buy two, get one free, plus free shipping. Less than $50, man. Use code I'm coming to get these socks. Get these socks today. Stop playing
on you.
It's not even there because I got so many kids that tell me they just be in their room.
Yeah.
Like they just be in their room. Like I'm like, man, what you and mom and dad do this weekend? I was just in my room all weekend, coach. Yeah. And that's a true thing, man. Because guess what you just said, social media raises our kids now. They spend more time on social media than they do having a conversation with their own mom and dad. You know what I'm saying? So, and the parents on social media as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody in the house on the phone on a different social media doing their thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
And let me expand on that, because you know what, like back in the day when we was kids, we didn't. The only thing that it was around that we knew what was around was bipolar. Depression really wasn't a thing. Anxiety really wasn't a thing. We used to walk around like, "Oh, you bipolar." You had mood swings. We're like, "Oh, you
yeah,
bipolar."
Yeah.
So nowadays, people see this stuff and they diagnose themselves. Oh,
yeah,
I got this. I'm ADHD.
yeah.
I got ADD. I'm bipolar. I'm depressed. I suffer from anxiety. It's like, who did you talk to about this? Nobody. I seen it on social media. They said they
Yeah,
felt like this, so I feel like this too. It's like, bro, go see a real counselor. You might not. You might just be bored.
yeah,
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, so I'm big on, man, take them kids to therapy. Go see a counselor. School counseling is free. I don't know if they as good as a real therapist or counselor,
but
but
Yeah.
man, these kids
hey
need to
man,
talk.
you ought to see me send them kids on councils when they come by my room trying to tell me stuff. Hey, let's go see Miss Vasquez. Come on,
Yeah,
come on. I'm gonna take you on up here to talk to her.
But
Cause I'm not.
but
yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. So now that you like that you said that, Z, what if those kids are so drawn to you that they feel comfortable talking to you about
Well,
this?
it's certain things that I will
Yeah.
talk about, and it's certain things that I won't,
Okay.
because we live in a world now where that can be twisted and
Flip.
flipped back on you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you have to be truly careful with your isolation with a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
That one-on-one time, you gotta be, you gotta be careful now, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
serious, man.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure, for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I do
cause
everything in a public
yeah,
setting. Like
yeah,
I don't, yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I don't do
yeah,
nothing. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
everything is
I
done in
mean,
public.
certain topics is just off limit for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Yeah.
like, go see this lady, go talk to her. Then certain topics about maybe, if it's a group of kids,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I don't like to do one-on-one. Like if a kid come by my classroom, I stand out in the hallway where that camera can
Yeah,
see
yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, I don't never want nobody to be able to go back and say, "Cause he did this, and cause he did that." Hell no.
Or
He pull the camera, pull the
or
camera.
or told me to do this. Like if
Yes,
they don't have that, that's why I say I don't cross that line, because kids don't have that understanding. And I'm young too, so I can give you some advice, and the kid don't even understand the advice truly. Go and do, because I just had this happen to me, and not in that manner, because I'm a mentor to a kid right now. So I'm like, hey, this is happening, then you do it like this. And then she's like, so you want me to do this? I said, "Girl, I didn't say nothing like that. You missed the whole thing." But she
yeah.
took everything I said and heard one part. Oh, so you don't want me to do this?
You see
Man,
what
I
Roland
didn't
said?
say that.
You see what
Man,
Roland? You see what Roland just
Yeah, he
said?
said most kids are damaged before they step on to college. That's what I was saying, bro. They
Mm.
yeah.
kids are dealing with all this stuff. Like, bro, okay, so let's say for instance, the South kids are probably Dallas South kids are probably just struggling because of poverty, right?
Yeah,
The North kids are probably struggling, bro, because their parents work so much that the freaking social media is raised. So they don't have no outlet. They ain't got nothing. So everything is social media. They hanging with their friends. They probably got girls or dudes coming to the house because they know, hey, mama ain't gonna be here in about 4 hours. We can do a little something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I could eat this L and it'll be wore out by then. Like it's so, bro. So just because like they got a 2-parent household up here, like don't mean they think it's like sweet up here. Like, you know what I'm saying? They dealing with their own struggles and everything else up here. Down south, they got their struggles. So all kids got struggle issues. Like I think parents got to start identifying and really tapping in. I think that was the difference between us growing up. Like I don't I don't feel like my dad like pushed me to be like sports, but like going back to what Trey was talking about, like my dad made me get to the car. Like he made me help with the car. He made me come outside chop wood when I didn't want to. Like even though I had an attitude about certain things, like I feel like doing those type of things, like helping your kid like identify themselves at a young age. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
identify themselves and apply
yeah,
structure and discipline behind them. I feel like goes back to what Z said a while back ago. We worked so hard to take the leash off. You know what I'm saying? We took the leash off, and it's kind of like, no, we got to tighten it up, be there, ask them certain questions about our kid, because like just because shit, you may be making $1 million, 6 figures, but shit, your kid struggling. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Man,
Your kid struggling.
you know
Y'all
when
living
I
good.
you know when I realized everybody struggled I was in high school and I was dating this white girl. Her
Mm-hmm.
dad was a doctor. Her mom was a lawyer, right? And they had 11 kids, right?
Damn.
Then they got divorced. And then, and I used to think because I wasn't raised by my parents, I was raised by my grandma, and she didn't work, so we lived off food stamps and disability checks. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's all we lived off of, right? Luckily, she owned the house, so we didn't have to struggle for rent. But I'm like, damn, we struggling. We ain't got no silver spoons. We use plastic, like And then me and her chilling, we talking, and she said, "You think you the only one struggle?" This little white girl. She said, "You think you the only one struggle?" And I was like, "Yeah, we got it hard out here." And she said, "Imagine your parents getting divorced, and you believe in she's the reason they got divorced." I was like, "Why would you think you the reason?" She's like, "Cause I seen my dad cheating on my mom, and I told my mom." And she's like, "I wish I would have never told my mom." So she lived with that because she said after I told my mom, they used to fight every single day. She's like, if I was just never seen it, never told them, they would have never got divorced, and our family would still be happy.
Damn.
So she feel like she broke her family up
Yeah.
by telling her mom. So
Yeah.
it's like,
And how old was y'all at that time?
huh?
How old were y'all?
She said, well, we were 16, 17 at the time, but
Okay.
that happened when she was like 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
Like they got divorced around she was 12. So yeah. So she
That's
was
crazy.
12 years old, and she told her mom, like, dad is boom. The mom went back, and then eventually they get the butt heads. 2 years later, they get divorced, and she feel like she the reason. So she lived with that. And I was like, damn,
You
I
know,
don't know how you feel, but
Yeah.
you know, as a black man, as a father, you know, I'm about to be 52 in July. I'm still apologizing to my kids for things that I did. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as expose them to like shit they should have never seen. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? When I was raising them, because you're supposed to grow as a parent. You're supposed to, fix those things and like, no, that wasn't right, y'all. I shouldn't have had you. I shouldn't have had you over at the gambling house with me playing parlay and shit like that. Like I should, you know what I'm saying? Because of what I'm going through. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, child support was on my ass, so I picked up a habit of playing parlay tickets. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get my child support back. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so my kids seen stuff, that they shouldn't even never seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the things I'm talking about. Like as a parent, when you identify yourself, and I went and got therapy, of course, so that's why I'm doing the things that I'm doing now about reconstructing the things that I did that were wrong, like letting my kids know that was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have been doing that. I think that's important as a parent. I don't think enough parents go tell their kids they were wrong about things that they did. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's important. Like my kids look at me. I know they look at me like now, but they be texting me in the morning, and you done changed, man. You done changed,
Yeah.
because I'm not that same, like I used to be. You know what I'm saying? So, as a parent, that's important, man. You gotta go fix some of that stuff that the generational curses and things that you did. You gotta go fix that, bro. You really do.
right.
You gotta go fix that with your kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's either gonna fix it or it's gonna bleed right into your kids, and
Yep.
then they gonna do it. Because I see it all the time.
Yep.
Like they gonna start doing the things you did, especially if you don't apologize. Because now kids are real simple. We was a little harder, so and that's what I'm telling you, Ed.
Mm-hmm.
Like our parents did put us through a lot, or our people we went through a
Right,
lot.
right, right.
But back in the day, they was like, man, get through it, go through it,
Yeah.
you'll be all right. So
Yeah.
we had to go through it. Nowadays, they got so much outlet. It's like, bro, if I'm depressed, I'm depressed. If I
Yeah.
got anxiety, I got
Yeah.
anxiety. If I hate you, I hate you.
Yeah.
So nowadays, it's like you have to go heal and go help those kids. You know what I'm saying? Because
Like
it's like it's
in,
hard.
like in public education right now, the rate, the percentages of SPED kids is astronomical, man.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't used to see that many SPED kids back when I was in school. Like, like you wasn't diagnosed as SPED just because you moved around and had a lot of energy.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
mm,
ADHD, ADD, you wasn't diagnosed as no SPED kid. Somebody got on that butt, you sit your butt down somewhere. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, but now the percentages of kids that are diagnosed as being SPED is high, bro. It's so many kids that got these issues where, they get 10 minutes to take time to sit out of class and decompress. And man, I see so much now. I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got compassion for it, but I'm just like, some of the stuff is overwhelming. Like, nah, man, this boy just need to get his butt whooped.
Hey,
You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's
Like,
what I was about to say.
yeah,
Do
yeah,
you feel
yeah,
like a lot of parents are starting to figure it out? Because everything's a system, right? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So parents are figuring out ways to
yeah,
get around the system
yeah,
or use certain things as an excuse. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like rather than applying that discipline, really
yeah,
paying attention to your kid. Like you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm gonna say two things because I come from that place where people pick their kids on that stuff so they get that check every month.
yeah,
Then I was raised, and that's why people be like, "Oh, you don't got a relationship with your mama, bro." I love my mama to death. It took her. She dropped her ego and said, "Hey, I'm probably not the best fit to raise my son. I'm gonna let him go live with his grandma." They try to label me mal retarded when I was a kid, like because I couldn't talk. I had to go to speech. I wasn't reading on the right level. Man, they told me they was gonna put me in a retarded class, the mental class or whatever. Back in the day, they used to call it the retarded class.
yeah,
So that's why I said nowadays you can't say that. But they was trying to put me in there because I couldn't talk. I put this on my life. My grandma went up to that school. She like, nah, y'all ain't finna put him in that. You ain't finna put him on no Ritalin. You ain't finna put him on no medication. He just needs some attention. Every day after that, she made me read. Every single day. Every day after that, she took me to a tutor. By the time I got to the sixth grade, I'm one of the smartest kids in my class.
because she took
Literally.
yeah,
time
Literally.
to figure.
yeah,
She knew, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm
He
saying?
just
Like,
needs
nah, we ain't
some
finna do
attention.
this.
Yeah,
yeah,
she used to always say that. He just need attention. He
Hmm.
needs somebody sitting with him reading this book. She used to always say, well, and if she didn't blame the school. She said, I'm gonna blame myself. I'm about to sit down with him every day and make him read. You know what I'm saying? If he
yeah,
can't read on the right level, I'm not about to go throw him in class and say, if he can't read, then I'm about to put him in this mental class. You see what I'm saying? So half of these kids, like you said, they just need attention. Some of these
yeah,
parents get off work and they go home and they watch TV and then they go to sleep. And you ask your kid, did you do your homework? The kid say yes. You didn't
Ain't
sit
get a
down at that
lick.
table. Yeah. Man, my grandma used to be like, you do your homework? I say yes. Well, all right, come on. Come sit down at this table and I'm gonna come check it. She used to check my work.
Yup.
She used to
Yep.
check my work.
man.
Check it.
When I was working in the high schools, man, I used to have so many kids come by my room that been up all night, bro, on their phone. Like, mom and dad don't even know they up. They just up all night long, dog. You know what I'm saying? They so sleepy at school. I'm like, man, you got to self-discipline yourself. Because I could self-discipline at school and make them drop their phone. The ones that were struggling, I used to have a policy. I make all kids drop their phone off in my classroom. You couldn't get it till you went to lunch. You get it at lunch, and then you bring it back after lunch, and then you go to the rest of your day. And I graduated like 6 kids doing that. Like,
Mm.
that was their problem. They couldn't stay off the phone in the classroom. You know what I'm saying? And so I like, man, bring your phone by here in the morning. As soon as you get to school, bring your phone by here, drop it off. And I would go buy little donuts, little white powder donuts. Like, I have all kind of
Mm.
snacks in my desk. You know what I'm saying? And I would reward them. You know what I'm saying? But these were kids. Like, I'm a behavior specialist, so I deal with kids that's bad, bro. So I deal with I made deals with them, and I loved on them in different ways that nobody else was. So they had a respect factor for me. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm trying to help you be able to get out of high school. And I saw they weren't gonna get out of high school at the rate they were going. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So I think just running into the right people at the right time
Yeah.
sometimes helps you in life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that was my assignment then. Like, my assignment now, I'm dealing with kids that I call them suburban gangsters. I'm helping them now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even know what hard is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They want to be hard, and they live in a 5-bedroom house with 4 bathrooms and got a pool table in the game room, the studio room in their house, and they talking about they're a gangster. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So no, that's my assignment now. That's what I'm dealing with. Everybody want to sag. Everybody want to, they live out here in these nice homes. And boy, you ain't nowhere near hard. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You ain't, like, why are you trying to live a life that you don't have to live?
Yeah.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, so,
Hey.
you get assignments, man. You get assignments and you have to deal with these kids in different ways. But it's lack of parenting.
Yeah.
And it is some parents that have to work so much, they have to work like they work to just make a living for their kids and make, so I'm compassionate for them too as well, because they can't set their schedule.
Yeah.
They can't, have a traditional schedule where I see my kid off to school. I'm at home when he get back home. Like that's traditional. Like people don't have them jobs no more.
Right.
Some people got their kids got to let themselves in and let themselves out.
Yeah.
Mama gone early in the morning, waiting before I leave, or mama going while I'm at school, and so mama not gonna come in till later on that night. You know what I'm saying? Like so just the way of the world and the economy is right now. You can't put everything on parents because some parents just got to go grind. They got to go work to make a living for their kids, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So find somebody though, as a parent, if you're missing like that and having to work, find something constructive for your kids to be in and be around. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's important. Like when I worked at the Boys and Girls Club, that after school program was everything to them kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? They get off that bus in front of the Boys and Girls Club and run in there. Cozy, what we doing today? What we doing today? They excited, bro. That we're gonna get your homework done first.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do first. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get your homework done, and then we're gonna go down to the gym. That was my whole key of working there. Like just being a difference for parents that do have to work and not gonna be able to check their kids' homework and make sure they did what they need to be doing in school. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so many avenues now, man, that we're fighting against.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We get on social media, we try to blame parents, we try to blame coaches, we try to blame trainers. Everybody wants to blame the other person.
Mm-hmm.
So can I
And
say one thing?
if y'all don't notice that's what's going on now.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And I agree to that. And that's why I say it does it go back to that saying, it take a village.
Yep.
It take a village because like Z, you special because the kids can come to you and say, all right, this is why I release all this from, or I can't be this way. My people allow me to be this way, but I can't be this way. Because my grandma helped me, right? But then like you take me from the second grade, third grade, fourth grade, my elementary years. I had this one teacher, and she said this. I put this on my life. She said, "Man, I followed you all the way, and this is me." She said, and then of course I had another kid in my class, but she said I followed you all the way from second grade, and then when you went to third grade, I made sure I went to third grade. Nobody else did this. Because when you go to second grade, you got a different third grade
Mm-hmm.
teacher.
Yeah.
You got a different fourth grade teacher.
Yeah.
She said, I followed you for 3 years because I know it was not, I know you would never meet another teacher that was gonna care for you like this. Man, I was I was a trouble kid. I'm in a back of a police car at 10, 11 years old, like a terrible kid. And we taking tests and only two people that can put up with me and this, my grandma is this teacher. So let's say we taking those STAR tests, some tax tests. They used to
Mm-hmm.
call it tax tests. We taking a tax test, and I'm taking the test, and I'm ready. I'm ready to cut up. Everybody
Yeah.
trying to focus. I'm like, nah, nigga, I gotta get up. She put me in that hallway. Look for real. She put me in that hallway, and she outside. While the other, she called for a teacher aide. The other teacher inside the classroom, she stood right by me, hand on my back, rubbing my back. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Keep going. Keep going. Man, I finished my test, passed the test. I moved on to fifth grade. She said, I'm just proud. You made it all the way to second grade, third grade, fourth grade. Made it to the fifth grade. And she's like, now you're gonna be on your own. Don't go mess up. You know what I'm saying? That like it's stuff like it's teachers like that, like you said,
Yeah.
it's a village. She
Yep.
didn't blame my grandma. My grandma didn't blame the teacher. They worked
Yep.
together. They really
Mm-hmm.
worked together. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
last question. We got a few minutes.
I gotta get out of here.
Do, yeah. Do you feel like there's a such thing as a bad kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but
Yeah.
we was terrible. We
I'm
burning down
listening,
school. We
but
burning
I'm
down
saying.
schools. We
So
stealing cars.
is that a rhetorical question? Because I'm saying like you had somebody attend to you. So yeah, I don't want to say you was bad. I just think like what is the word I'm looking
Nah,
for?
I was
Like
bad, fam.
because like I was a class clown too.
Nah,
But
we worse. We burned down school. We breaking into schools. We stealing cars. Like all my people went to prison and jail. And my I'm not. It's
so
two of us
do you feel like there's
that's
a lack of
successful.
guidance though?
Yeah, I was raised by my grandma, so she saved me too.
Mm-hmm.
And like I say, basketball also, because because they didn't have, we was the same, but they was raised by their
Mm-hmm.
parents. So when we get caught by the police and we all in the back of the police car, I'm going home to my grandma.
Yeah.
My grandma is not playing that. But I remember dropping them off, and they getting out the back of the police. They going home to nobody. So they don't.
Mm-hmm.
The parents don't even know they got in trouble. So the next year they gonna get in trouble again.
Yeah.
My grandma like, nah, that'll never happen to you again. So I did mess up a lot, but it was only one mess up. So once I messed up that one time, I got punished for it. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, it is. Kids are bad. Like we were bad, but it's who's gonna. Do you have a Coach Z or do you have a Miss White who's gonna be like, nah, we ain't doing this. Let me give you the game. Let me teach you this.
Yeah.
This is not how you doing. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Or do you have an outlet to say, nah, I don't supposed to be doing this?
Yeah.
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 That makes sense. But shoot, man. Well, this live show went a little different than expected, but hey, I feel like it was shit must have been what everybody need to hear.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, cause yeah, but
Exactly.
yeah,
Who
that
y'all got?
sounds.
Who y'all got tonight? OKC or Indiana? Who you got?
Okay,
I'm going
see.
OKC.
Y'all going?
Okay,
You going
see.
with
I'm
OKC?
going OKC. I gotta go with Shea, man. I feel like
I know.
he unguardable right now.
We're gonna
He unguardable.
see.
Who you
We're
got,
Yeah.
gonna
Coach?
see. Man, I see all this money on OKC. That scared me, bro. All this money on OKC. So I know how Vegas is, bro. I know how this stuff go, bro. So
But
I'm a little
do
leery.
feel like it's gonna be I think it's gonna be one of the most exciting series in a while though, because both teams are young. They get after each other. They both fast, um, and they both built the same for the most part. Like you know what
Yep.
I'm saying. Like I feel like the only difference is um, Indiana has more of like a true point guard to a sense. Like you know what I'm saying. Like he got somebody that can feel, make
Yeah.
shots. Shea more so like point guard. He gonna get his first, and then he'll get everybody else kind of involved. So, but yeah, I feel like it's gonna be an exciting series. Just
Yeah.
because it's young.
I'll be in front of the TV early tonight.
Yeah,
I'm waiting on this one.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
That's
waiting
gonna be a
on this.
good one. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
All right,
All
fellas.
right,
All
I'll
right
holler at
now.
y'all.
All right.
Yes, sir.